Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome to the Fantasy Forecast for Friday, March 11th, 2016. We got a really big slate in front of us. You guys didn't seem to like me not giving you optimal lineups yesterday. I think that's what you're really here for, so I'm going to give you what you want with this. It's more of a fast video. The quicker I do it, the quicker it is for you guys to see it. So, optimal lineups for Roto Grinders today, and these are updated as of a couple hours ago with all the injury news that's been going down. Let me just go through them real fast, and I'll explain. Point guard, Rondo and Collison. Shot guard, Harden and Allen. Small forward, Gay and Bogdanovic. Power forward, Davis and Noel. And center, Kofos. Real fast, the reasons why they're targeting Rondo and Collison are because without Cousins, there's going to be an increase in usage in Sacramento, and that was known last night. Harden's a high dollar play. Tony Allen, Memphis has nobody right now. No one they can dribble the ball. He's going to have to see some time, so that's why they're going there. Again, with Rudy Gay, it's a triple stack on Sac. Bogdanovic, it's the Nets, but they're playing the Sixers, so that helps. Davis against Memphis, which is a JV team now. Noel, I thought he was a game-time decision. He might be playing. I'm not sure. I've not checked into that. And Kofos with Cousins out because he'll probably see some run no matter what. All right, so that was Roto Grinders. They projected this at 332, guys. That's pretty high for them. Roto Wire projects this at 322. We have Westbrook and Jennings. Westbrook's obvious. The reason why they have Jennings is because he's a starter today with Alfred Payton being out. Yeah, last-minute injury news everywhere. Depot with, again, they're targeting the Orlando being depleted. Depot's a good play against Sacramento, too, because Sacramento's really bad against the shot guard position, like 24th or 25th in the league. They have Galloway with an increased minute run. That's a good pick. They have Rudy Gay, again, Sacramento with Cousins being out. Kevin Durant, no explanation. Ibaka, well, it's OKC. It's the highest scoring game on the slate, one of them. Cauley Stein, increased time with Cousins out, and Howard at the bottom. Probably just a good run tonight, and again, in a really high-scoring game. Okay, and that was Roto Wire at 322. Let's move on. This is Fantasy Pros. I don't think you guys like them too much, and I kind of agree with you. Let me know in the comments if you want to keep them. I'm thinking about ditching them. We have Westbrook and Curry, the most expensive point guards in the point guard. Yeah, they'll score, I agree, but what'd you do to do that? We have Jeremy Lin and Beal at the shot guard. We don't even know if Beal's going to play right now. We have Aminu and Wiggins at the small forward, Davis and Cunningham at power forward, and Jefferson. Why do you have Jefferson there? Jefferson at the center. That's Fantasy Pros. They're projecting this at 289, and rightly so. On a night like tonight, you're going to need more than that. All right. Moving on, Daily Fantasy Cafe has Westbrook and Mack in the point guard position. Shelvin Mack has always been a decent play right now, and he's playing the Wizards too, so that's helpful for a point guard. Let's see, we have Redick and Moore. Redick's really scoring dependent. Moore is going to get a lot of time, especially if Rose sits. We're waiting on that news right now, guys. We have Rudy Gay and Kevin Durant, Draymond Green and Thaddeus Young. Doesn't need to say much there, and Kofos at center. They're projecting this at 308. And Roto QL has Kemba Walker and Patrick Beverley at point guard. They have Harden and Moore at shot guard. Covington and Durant at small forward. Zeller and Robinson at power forward. And Bogut for the center. I don't really see many problems with that. I don't know about Zeller, but all right. Moving on to my own cash entry here, guys. Let's see. This is my recommended cash entry for today, guys. You have Collison and Holiday at the top. The reason why you have Collison should be somewhat obvious. With depleted usage, like Cousins being gone, who's going to get the extra time? Rondo will get some. Collison will get some. You know, the thing is, I prefer Collison at the much cheaper price. Rondo's already relatively high priced, and you can see with his minute run, even in decently high-scoring games, he can throw out enough stinkers where he can throw off your lineup. With a lot of choices at point guard today, that's why I'm choosing Holiday instead of Rondo in the next slot. Holiday looks like a good play with Norris Cole sitting out again. I like that injury news, so You know, him and Davis are basically going to have to carry the load for the entire team. And they're playing the JV Memphis squad, like I said before. I love calling them JV because that's exactly what they are. I think they have 8 players total, and like one of them signed on a 10 grade. Poor old Mario Chalmers destroyed like a couple nights ago, and they waived him because they had to because there was no room on their roster for anyone else. So it's just NBA life. Okay, moving on. We had Collison and Holiday at point guard, by the way. Depot and Allen at shot guard. And Depot should be obvious, guys. It's a play against Sacramento, and they, like I said, they're really bad against defending the shot guard position. Tony Allen is just a guy that's going to get a lot of run because they only have 8 players right now, and they need someone to handle the ball. I like that. I have Rudy Gay because I think he's just kind of a lock tonight again with the extra usage. Him and Collison more so than Rondo, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Rondo could go for 55, but someone on Sacramento is going to be doing it because Vegas projects it very high anyways. All right, so at small forward we have Fournier, Orlando at Sac. Again, we're targeting the high-scoring game, and there are Orlando injuries as well, so it just seems to be a good place to go there. We have Davis because I think he can ball for a good game against that Memphis team, and like I said, him and Holiday really have to do the brunt of everything. We have Thad Young against the Sixers. And I think that's just a good play against the Sixers right there because the Nets don't have much other than him. And I don't think he's going to like put 50 down. I mean, I think tonight's the night that he can really give you like 37, 38, which is great value. And I took Lopez at the center right there, guys, at the bottom. And Lopez because when you look at the center slate, it doesn't look that particularly promising today. It's just not something that I'm really all that into. All right. So that's about it, although I do have one special thing. I did tweet out a few minutes ago. Anyone that tweeted me and asked me some questions, I'll go ahead and now ask them. So let's see here today. I have a question for, who's the best punt, Willie or Jason Smith? Willie Cauley-Stein, I would say, possibly. Jason Smith's going to start, but Jason Smith doesn't show stats. He only gets 24 minutes. I'd say he's an interesting play, but if you prefer more of a safety at the punt, I would take Willie Cauley-Stein. At least they know what his minutes are, and you know he is going to get some run with it. The real question was the Sacramento thing is where are the minutes going to go. If you want to ask me what the best play on the play slate be, it might be Sasha Vucevic suddenly starting at small forward. I would look at that at the punt option in shot guard, I think. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Do I have any other questions? Okay, so I have cash games. Are they double ups and triple ups? Are they considered cash games? A double up is considered a cash game. A triple up is not considered a cash game anymore because when you get up to triple ups and higher and quintuple ups, you're getting to the level of scoring that you need on winning a tournament anyways. So the tournaments are the top 20%. So when someone tells you about a cash game, you're talking about a 50-50 entry, and I can show you those in the lobby real fast. It says 50-50 right here, and they normally have like you want to look for these ones actually, guys, where because there are multi-entry leagues, but the ones that are 100, and you can only enter them once, you're only playing against one other lineup. They don't allow multiple entries. Let me show you an example of a multiple entry cash game though. These are cash games, 50-50. You don't win either your entire amount. This might be new news to some people, but it says you only win $1.80. You know what I mean? When you bet $1, even if you're in first. But it's a safe because you can go all the way to 50th. When you go to multiplier over here, you've got double up games. See, they advertise the quintuple up and the big double up. But a double up just works just under the same principle. They allow 25,000 entries, you can see at the top, and how many of the top prizes are actually won by people. Up to 11,250. So not 12,500 or a little more than that's half of 25, a little less, but they're covering their extra spread that way by giving you an extra $2 or the extra penny. So $2 wins you 4. That's a big double up, and you're allowed to enter that a ton of times, I believe. You can enter it like 250 times, yeah, and people do. You can also do single entry double ups so you can make sure you're only competing against one other person. The biggest ones I've seen are these 568 entry ones. It says only one entry is allowed, and that gives you a lot of cushion. Let's see. Do I have any other questions for today? That's about it for now. We'll go through some other stuff later, guys. I want to upload this video to you guys real fast. There is a lot of value out there today, guys. I'm not going to kid you. There is a ton of value out there. I mean, you have Rondo as well as Holiday at the point guard position when I'm looking at this cash lineup again. I mean, at the shot guard, like I was saying, let's see if we can just do some editing real fast and see a couple of these other choices just to help you guys out. Etwan Moore looks like he might get a ton of run today if Rose ends up sitting at the last minute. You got to watch for that news real fast, guys. It makes sense. Let's see here. Langston Galloway will probably get more run today. Afalo was hurt this morning and is sitting again. Vujicic right here is a great play because he's starting now in Afalo's place. Those last minute changes can completely propel your lineup or completely destroy it. That was your shot guard choices. Let's see what else we got there. Do we have anything going on here? Well, we always have Durant at the top. You have Covington in play against the Nets. Matt Barnes with the team's depleted. Caspi possibly can get more time with Sack at 44. And Bogdanovic isn't bad of a punt, but Vince Carter isn't a bad punt either. Now, they have no one now, guys. They really just don't have anybody. Let's see. So let's move on to power forward. Anthony Davis, I explained. You got Derek Favors in a great spot against the Wizards. Aaron Gordon might get some more, he might need to put more oomph in. I think he already gets the minutes and he shouldn't really see much more run, even with the extra injury there today. It's just a question of, it's supposed to be a high-scoring game. Who's going to get the scoring? JaMychal Green has skyrocketed in price, guys. He went from 4,600 to 64. They just swapped the two numbers, so he's up 1,800. At that price, you didn't have to start thinking about him now. You didn't have to before, but you do now because Zebo is most likely sitting. It says game time decision there, but he's pretty much certainly out. You got Taj Gibson in play now with Rose, and you got Ryan Anderson possibly in play. The guy could give you 50. He's got an crazy ceiling, but who gets the scoring today? That's the real question. Kind of think Holiday and Davis are more in line, but I could be wrong there. Anderson could be in line. This is a great slate for value, guys. Really is. Quincy Acey at 3,700 there. He's going to get extra run today for sure at power forward. That's a nice punt to to person asked that question before. And at center, what do we got? Well, I would avoid Gasol today at 95. He's your top choice without Cousins. Towns is a huge range. High-scoring game. Could put up 55 today. Could put up 30. Think about it. Whiteside's probably more secure. I like him for 45, 50. Nice night against Chicago. Even when he's been coming off the bench, he generally plays more minutes than any starter. It isn't really a concern. Right there, and it's a good position against that team. I think he put up 50 against them just a few days ago, and if they're going to be depleted again tonight, it's certainly a nice play at center. Brook Lopez against the Sixers. Drummond, Jordan, Howard. It's a high-scoring game. Gortat, Gobert. I don't know what else there is, guys, besides Kofos down at the bottom, which you saw in a lot of lineups. And the reason why you saw that is because it's likely he's the starter. We really haven't heard the news on who's going to start tonight there. He is their only other center, though, and it makes sense. And it's what happened last time Cousins sat. Although I don't think he's going to see like a full starter's minutes. Like we said, everyone else is going to see more usage, and they're going to be the ones asked to pick up the scoring load. All right. That's going to do it for Fantasy Forecast for you guys today. I'll cancel out of the edits and just let you see that real fast. All right, we have Collison and Holiday at point guard, Depot and Allen at shot guard, Gay and Fournier at small forward, Davis and Young at power forward, and Lopez for the center today for your optimal cash lineup. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Try to do it quick and on the fly. Have a great day. Go out there and go win some money.